Hey, what's up? Remy Jake here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great and feeling great. So, in today's video, I want to speak about Gwababa, which is like people's fear towards approaching their crushes or speaking to their crushes. This will be something that interesting, and then yeah, man, let's get straight to it. The words that you say to anyone are not important, bro. Like, there's no one shoe fits all. What you say to this person may work on them and it may not work on the other people you speak to afterwards. I don't know if that makes sense. So do away with the mentality that yeah, I have to say this and then I use this line, because I feel like if a girl is single, right, and then she sees you coming, or what, like sometimes goody, I feel like girls want you to be the guy, or what, they don't want the guy that's gonna make her feel like dating again, or could they have this hope in them, like say, I hope this is the guy, or I hope this is the guy, so they low-key want you to win. So if someone is hoping that you win, or there's nothing you can do wrong, like even whatever you say, even if you say the wrong things, they'll mind it if they want you to be the guy, basically. When you're initiating conversations, like, use your environment, use the environment around you. For example, if you're a student, right, and then you see someone you're attracted to in your class, and then after class you're all working out and you want to talk to her, it will be much simpler for you to start a conversation based off what you guys were doing, and then based off where she's going, because you know, like say after class, people have like, they can either go to back to their places, they can go to the library, go to the mall, they can go to their friends, or whatever. Or so you can start the conversation like this: hey, how are you? I'm Romeo, what's your name? And then she'll tell you your name. How was the class? Did you like it? What did you like? What didn't you understand? And she'll tell you, where are you rushing to right now? She'll tell you wherever, and then you ask if you can walk her, if you're going the same direction, or you feel like walking her there, you can tell her, can I walk you there? And then when you're walking with her, and then you start interacting or having a conversation, one thing will lead to the other, because this is like a new person, so this everything about them is like new to you, so you'll be like curious to know more. So let everything flow from there. Don't overthink things. Don't stop yourself. Like say, now I have to say this, I have to say this. No, just go with the flow, go with the conversation. If you see something, if she's wearing something that's interesting to you, you can mention it. Hey, I like that chain, or I like whatever, where did you get it? Or if she tells you, sometimes you'll meet people who design their own accessories, and you'll tell her, hey, I want you to design one for me. How much can I pay? Or wada. Or like, based off that, like use your setting. If you're at church, or like, same principle applies, like use your setting to your advantage, and then everything will flow from there. Go with the flow, and then yeah, if you have a hard time talking to girls, like to ask for their numbers, or to even go out on dates and anything like that, or stop approaching girls with the mentality that I want to date them. Start approaching your crushes with the mentality that I just want to know them. I don't want them to be my friends, right, but I just want to know them to a specific level. I will like talk to girls more often than we do. Just talk to them for the fun of it. Just say whatever you feel like saying. Go to them, tell them whatever you feel like saying, and then walk to your place. And while you're doing that, well, like, you're gonna boost your confidence, because now you will feel like you have a sense of what girls talk about in a way. Not all girls don't talk about the same things. So well, like in every setting, people talk about different things, or but a few things, there'll be a few things that are common in those interactions. So like you will know how to introduce yourself, basically how to start a conversation basically with a lady, or like you have the confidence in, okay, I've spoken to like 20 girls before, so this one is no different. She's also a girl, or she's also a lady, or she's also whatever. So you'll be more open to like trying or saying anything that you feel like saying, right? So you don't be the person who forces things, or what, like sometimes people are not in the mood to talk, or what, like sometimes people are going through things, some people are experiencing stress, or it's not you. If someone is like, it's not rude for someone not to want to talk to you, or like some people have valid reasons as to why they don't want to talk to you, and some people don't talk to you because they're not interested in talking, or they're not interested in you, so they don't want to waste your time. So don't don't overthink it. Like, it's normal. Some people, you'll talk to some people and they'll tell you, nah, don't bother me, or don't talk to me, I don't feel like talking, or that's normal. Be ready for such things. You must have an abundance mentality. Like, do away with the scarcity mentality. What I mean by this is that in most cases, when someone has a crush on someone, they want to prioritize that person because they want to focus all their efforts, all their attention into that one person. That may make sense in some ways, but it really doesn't work for you. It actually works against you, because when you're investing in one thing, could you put all your time, all your attention into one person, and it will appear as if you don't have time to do other things, or like you'll look desperate in a way. So what I'm saying by this is that when you have a crush on someone, or you have a crush on multiple people, it will be better for you to try to entertain all of them, right? I'm not saying you should put in maximum effort for all of them. If possible, you can try to put in minimal effort towards everyone. It sounds crazy, but it works. Why? Because when you're doing that, you're basically you're having options, basically. So you know that if this doesn't go well, I have this. If this doesn't go well, I have this. What that does is that it frees you from being fearful of doing things, because you may think, like, say if I do this, then she'll be mad at me, she wouldn't want to talk to me, and then it'll be the end. Because now you'll be more open, you'll be more confident to suggest things, to do more things without a lot of pressure. Do away with the notion of like leagues. So women, or many people, women in general, they would like you to believe that there are leagues, or like this woman this in this league, or that woman is in another league, or anything like that. Or there's no such thing as a league, bro. Like, if you want her, shoot your shot, because you never know. What if you are the person that she's looking for at that particular time? You never know. Just because someone is richer than you doesn't mean that you're out of their league, basically. In whatever financial state, in whatever state of any area you're in, if you see someone that you like, shoot your shot, bro. Like, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Do away with the idea of like leagues. There's no such thing as a league, bro. There's no such thing as a league. If you like, shoot your shot. Or what? Yeah, but you only have to understand that, like, see, no one will like the same things. In the same way that you don't like everything. You don't like the same. You don't like all cars equally. You don't like everybody equally. Or like, she may like men, but she also has types, right? She has in her mind the criterion that she has for like an ideal man, right? But in most cases, like, her mind can be changed. Even if someone doesn't meet the criterion that she has set in her mind, right? She can be more open to like considering you an option, basically. Right? You're not my type, you're not what I'm looking for right now, but you're good enough to like be what I want to have right now. Do you understand? Know what you want. But it's like physical appearance wise, like, be specific. Like, say, I want slim thick girls, or I want chubby girls, or I want slim girls, or stuff like that. Be specific with what you want, so that then give everyone attention. So that when you're walking on the street, bro, like, your mind will focus on what you want, and like focusing everywhere. Or because you'll save yourself a lot of time and energy. Even when it comes to like personality traits, know what you want, like, know things that you wouldn't entertain. If someone has these, for example, like, if someone with me, right? I'm a big fan of like soul food. I like food, bro. I like cooking food. So if someone is to tell me that they can't cook, or like, to me that may work against them, or like, I can still consider them, but their chances have drastically decreased if it so happens that they can't cook. So know what you want, know what you don't want. I, for example, like slim thick girls. I like slim girls, skinny girls, petite girls. I'm not so much into chubby girls, or going upwards. You understand the scale, or because that's me. So when I'm walking on the street, I don't pay attention to the ones that I'm not interested in, or the ones that I don't want. I'm more focused on the ones that I'm interested in. That saves me time, basically. If I hang out with these people, and then a few red flags pop up, or a few of the things that I don't like pop up, then I can decide that now she's not the one. I'm moving to the second option, and I hang out with the second option. I talk to them, I move to the third option, I cancel them out. Like that. Be honest with yourself, and be honest with your friends. Tell them the truth. If you go to someone, they reject you, tell them, like, say, I went to this person, they rejected me. If they tell you the reason why they're rejecting you, tell it to your friends. There's no harm. I feel like me being honest, like in everything that I do. If I see someone I like and I approach them and things go south, I'm honest. Hey, things went south. It is what it is. I don't have to justify it that, hey, maybe this is the reason. Things go south every now and then. Not everything goes according to plan. So you have to understand that, like, say, when you're approaching anyone, when you're doing anything, not everything's going to work out the way you want it to work out. Make room for disappointment. Try not to tell your friends about the people you're crushing on before going to them. Try not to explain too much. For example, if you see a hot girl in your class, right, and you get to your place and you see one of your friends, you can just tell them there's a girl I'm crushing on, but don't go into detail. She looks like this or looks like that, because you can go into all those details. Now your friend knows that there's someone, and you go talk to that someone is not interested. So that thing's gonna work against you, right? That you're gonna have that feeling of like, I don't know what that feeling is called. Like, you know what I say? I told my friend about this girl, and this girl didn't work out. And time doesn't matter, bruh. Time is irrelevant. Just because you've been crushing on her for the past 5 years, she doesn't owe you anything. One thing that you have to understand also is that your crushes don't owe you anything. They don't owe you an explanation. They don't owe you anything. So just because you've been crushing on her or on them for the longest time, that doesn't mean they owe you. You can still go to them. They can still reject you. Avoid being friends with your crushes at all costs. Avoid being friends with your crushes, bro. Like, don't be friends with crushes. Don't be in the friend zone, bro. Like, that's girls' way of rejecting people. If someone asks you to be their friend, it's like them rejecting you in the nicest, politest way, because they don't want to feel guilty that they rejected you, right? So they'd rather they'll feel like saying, even though I didn't give him what he wanted, at least I gave him I made him my friend, right? You have to understand that there's no hope, bro. If someone tells you to be their friends, there's no way. The chances of you actually coming to a point where they'll consider you. If someone is single, for example, you shoot your shot, they make you their friend. They're not interested in you. You can lie to yourself, do whatever. They'll never be interested in you. Wearing clothes that are clean is very important for your confidence. It's not as much about the clothes. If you can afford to buy like clothes or what, so that you can use that thing. If you can buy new clothes, new fresh clothes, then do that. If you can afford to buy perfumes, cologne, whatever, to like smell good, that's also good, because that helps you psychologically. Like, it tells you, like, say, I smell good, so I'm a high value person, so it's gonna be easy for you to talk to anyone about, like, yeah. And looking good is gonna increase your chances towards getting someone, because they'll be more willing to give you their attention, because, ooh, look at this fresh lad, bro. Like, let's hear what they have to say. Do away with hope, bro. Do away with hope. Don't find yourself in situations where you're hoping for things to happen. For example, I hope one day. Hope can be something that can kill you. Hope can actually kill you. So as a gender, bro, avoid hoping. You must always be certain. Every time. If you want to see someone, tell them, hey, I want to see you. If they tell you, I'll see you, I'll try, make other plans. You can check up on them, but hey, are you still coming? Wada, but make other plans so that you don't find yourself in a spot where you care too much about a certain outcome or a certain thing. Well, that's why I said have multiple options. Talk to multiple people at once, and that's also a way of like building your confidence. And I hope like there's some value in this video that's gonna help you to actually go out there, talk to your crush, and maybe get your crush to be your girlfriend. Kindly like, subscribe, and share this video if you have reached this point with anyone that will find it worthwhile and valuable. Have yourself a pleasant day. Cheers.